Good morning, dear students. In the previous videos, we learned about all the basic concepts of rational numbers. Today, we will discuss some operations like addition, subtraction of rational numbers and their properties. All operations of rational numbers follow the same rules of fractions. The only difference is that we need to take care of the sign of integers. So let us start with addition of rational numbers. In addition of rational numbers, we will discuss different cases like we did in comparisons. So first case is when we add rational numbers with same denominators. When we have two rational numbers with same denominators, two or more rational numbers with same denominator, what we need to do is just add their numerators and keep the same denominator. For example, here I have taken 3 upon 7 plus 2 upon 7 is equal to 3 plus 2 upon 7, which is equal to 5 upon 7. Now let us take the second case where the denominators are different. So as we did it for comparison, here too we need to find the LCM of the denominators first, then find equivalent rational numbers with the LCM as denominators, and then add the numbers. Let us see some of the examples. See here, there are two rational numbers, 1 upon 2 and 5 upon minus 6. Now first thing that we have to do is write them as positive denominators with positive denominators. Here, so what we will do first, 1 upon 2 and minus 5 upon 6. So then second thing is change their denominator as their LCM. So here LCM of 2 and 6 is 6 because 2 3s are 6. So you kept the LCM as common denominator, and then we need to change the numerator accordingly. So here 2 3s are 6. So here multiply by 3, so you got 3, and here 6 is the denominator, so same numerator. So 3 plus minus 5, which is equal to minus 2 upon 6. Now here again you have to remember one thing. Whenever you do any operations in rational numbers, the final answer should be in the lowest form. So let us reduce this minus 2 upon 6 into its lowest form. That is, minus 2 can be written as 2 into minus 1. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. So 2 is a common factor here. We cancel it, or we divide both numerator and denominator by 2, and we get the answer minus 1 upon 3. Now let us see one more example where we have more rational numbers, that is 3 upon 4 plus minus 2 upon 5 plus 7 upon 10. So here 4, 5 and 10. You need to find the LCM. So what is the LCM of 4, 5 and 10? Let us divide and see. 2. 2 2s are 4. 5 will come down. Here 5. Now again here by 5. When you do 2 will come down. 1 1. So the LCM will be 2 5s are 10. 10 2s are 20. So write all these three rational numbers with 20 as their denominator. So 4 5s are 20. So here also multiplied by 5. 5 4s are. So here also multiplied by 4. 10 2s are. So here 2 multiplied by 2. So you got 3 5s are 15 plus 2 4s are 8. And here is a negative sign. So here need to put the negative sign. And 7 2s are 14. So you got here two positive numbers, two positive integers or two positive numerators and one negative numerator. So what we do is take the positive numbers together. 15 plus 14 minus 8 whole upon 20. What is 15 plus 14? 29. 29 minus 8. 29 minus 8 upon 20, which is equal to 21 upon 20. Okay. Now we will learn some of the properties of addition. All these properties are similar to what we have learned in fractions. The first property is closure property. What does closure property says? The sum of two rational numbers is always a rational number. For example, if you take two rational numbers a upon b and c upon d, when you add them, if you get an answer p by q, this property, closure property, says that if this rational number and this rational number both are rational numbers, then its sums p by q also will be a rational number. I'll give you one example. For example, if you have 3 upon 7 and 2 upon 7, when you add, you got 5 upon 7. So this is a rational number. This is a rational number. When you add these two rational numbers, you get a third rational number. Now let us go to the next property, which is commutative property. What does commutative property say? The sum of two rational numbers remains the same even if we add them in different order. That is, if you take two rational number a by b and c by d, you write first a by b and then add c by d to it. Or if you write c by d first and add a by b to it, the answer will not change. It will remain the same. Let us see the examples here. See here, 2 upon 7 and minus 4 upon 5. If you add minus 4 upon 5 to 2 upon 7, in both the case you will get the same answer. Let us check. Here the LCM of 7 and 5 is 7 5s are 35. I have already converted it. See, 7 5s are, so 2 5s are 10. 5 7s are, so 4 7s are 28. So here one is negative and one is positive. So their difference we have to find. 10 plus minus 28 is minus 18 upon 35. If we change their order, if I write minus 4 upon 5 first and 2 upon 7 second, same principle to follow. Find the LCM of 5 and 7, that is 35. 5 7s are 35, so here 7 4s are 28. And here 7 5s are, so 2 5s are 10. Again, minus 28 upon 35 plus 10 upon 35. Find the difference because they are of different sign. You got minus 18 upon 35. In both the cases, you got the same answer. This property of rational numbers is called commutative property for addition. Now let us discuss the third property, which is associative property. Association means group. It is an extension of commutative property. In commutative property, we learned that when you add two rational numbers, then if you take in any order, the answer will remain same. Here we are taking three or more rational numbers. What does associative property says? The sum of three or more rational numbers does not depend on the order in which they are grouped. See, when we add more rational numbers, we cannot add 3, 4 together. So what we do, we take first two, add them. To that you add the next rational number. If you have 4 or 5, what we do, first you add 2. That sum will be added to the third one. That sum will be added to the fourth one. Or you can make groups of 2, 2. Okay. So here there is the statement is if A and B are A upon B and C upon D are two rational number and a third rational number is to be added to it. You can add them in two different ways or many different ways. That is, if you take these two first, add them to that sum if you add E upon F. Or you can take the last two first, add them, and to that sum you can add the first one. In both the cases, the answer will remain the same. That means the order doesn't matter. Okay, so let us see this also with an example. You see here, I have taken three rational numbers, 3 upon 4, minus 2 upon 5, 7 upon 10. Here in the first part, in the left hand side, left LHS, I have taken this two first. And on the RHS, I took this two first. Okay, so let us see the LHS. Here I found the LCM already 4, 5 and 10. The LCM is 20. So let us convert them first. 3 5s are 15 and here you have 5, so multiplied by 4. 2 4s are 8 and 7 upon 10 is a separate term, so we will keep it as it is. Later on we will change. So when you operate this 2, what you will get? 7 upon 20 and then we have 7 upon 10. 7 upon 10 when you convert with rational number with the denominator 20, you will get 7 2s are 14, 10 2s are 20. So you got two rational numbers here. Sum of these two is 7 upon 20 and this rational number converted into 14 upon 20. So when you add, you got 21 upon 20. Now let us see the other side. What we did, first rational number we kept as it is. Second and third we added after finding their LCM. So what is the LCM of 5 and 10? 5 2s are 10. So here 10 is the LCM. 5 2s are, so multiply here by 2. 2 2s are 4. 7 as it is. So when you operate this, you will get 7 minus 4, that is 3 upon 10. And this 3 upon 4 is already here. Again you have 4 and 10 here. Find their LCM. 4 and 10 LCM is 20. 4 5s are 20. So 3 5s are 15. 10 2s are 20. So 3 2s are 6. When you add, you got 21 upon 20. On both the sides you got 21 upon 20. Now if you want to add in any other order also, you can do it. You will get the same answer. For example, if you want to add 3 upon 4 and 7 upon 10 first, with that sum, if you want to add minus 2 upon 5, you can do that even. But the answer will remain the same. That means the order doesn't depend on the answer. Now, the next property is property of 0. It is also called additive identity. The sum of any rational number and 0 is the number itself. This we have learned even in lower classes. When you add any number to 0, we get the number itself. So in case of rational number also it is true. So if you have any rational number a by b and you add 0 to it, you get 0 plus a by b, which will be equal to a by b. That means the number will not change its identity. So 0 is the identity element for addition of rational numbers. Now another property is additive inverse. Additive inverse is also called opposite. If you take any rational number, you can find its opposite by changing its sign. That is, for every rational number a by b, there is a rational number minus a by b such that a by b plus minus a by b is equal to 0. So minus a by b is the additive inverse of a by b, or it is the opposite of A by B. So additive inverse is also called opposite. Now these are the rules regarding addition. We learned addition and its rules. Now let us learn subtraction. I'm taking addition and subtraction together because all the principles are the same, only that process, addition and subtraction, that process is different and it is very easy to understand. Now you see, let us take numbers with same denominators. If you have 7 upon 9 and 4 upon 9, as we did in addition, we added the numerators in addition. Here we will subtract the numerators. 7 minus 4 upon 9. What is 7 minus 4? Is equal to 3 upon 9. As I told you, whenever there is a rational number, you always should write it in lowest form, which is equal to 1 upon 3. Now we'll take case number 2 with different denominators. Again here the same process. If the denominators are different, we need to find their LCM. You know how to find the LCM. 9 and 6, the LCM is 18. So first convert 4 upon 9 and 5 upon 6 as two rational numbers with same denominators, that is 18. So 9 2s are 18. So 4 2s are 8. 6 3s are 18. 5 3s are 15. So we converted 4 upon 9 and 5 upon 6 as 8 upon 18 and 15 upon 18. Now you subtract the numerators. 8 minus 15. It is integer subtraction. Two numbers with different denominators. Different sign. So what we will get? 15 minus 8 is 7 and give the sign of greater number, that is 7. So you got minus 7 upon 18. Okay. Now we will discuss some of the properties as we discuss the properties of addition. If you take closure property, if you subtract any rational numbers, we always get rational numbers. So this is the property of subtraction. The first property is closure property, which states that the difference of two rational numbers is always a rational number. So you see, one rational number a upon b, c upon d is the second rational number. When you subtract and you got a rational number e by f, then this is also a rational number. See, if these two are rational numbers, this also will be a rational number. That is the property called closure property. Let us see one example. If you take an example, if you see 9 upon 10 minus 3 upon 10. What is 9 minus 3? 6. 6 upon 10. If this is a rational number, this will be a rational number. Now, if you think about commutative property and associative property, because the rational numbers have signs, and just like if you take whole numbers also, in subtraction, commutative property and associative property will not be true. So you can say rational numbers are not commutative or not associative in the case of addition, in the case of subtraction. Okay. For example, if you take a by b minus c by d, if you change their order, c by d minus a by b will not be equal to a by b minus c by d. This will get a negative sign. It will get opposite answers. Okay. Or you can say you will get additive inverse when you change the order. So in case of subtraction, the order matters. Okay. Now property of 0. Again here, because it is not commutative, even property of 0, if you take a by b minus 0 is a by b. But 0 minus a by b will be minus a by b, that is opposite, or you can say additive inverse. Okay. So these are the properties of addition and subtraction of rational numbers. Thank you.